Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is the love and relationship reading for Pisces from the 4th to the 17th of February 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. And if you like the decks I'm using, I've put them in the description box so you can have a look. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with a general energy read. And I'm using the Under the Roses Lenormand for that. And then I'll do the general tarot read for you afterwards. Okay, so you're dealing with a situation that is very difficult at the moment. There's a lot of arguments and fighting going on, it seems, around you. You might be dealing with somebody, a female, who's giving you a lot of grief because you've got the whip here. And there's, things that are being said that is causing a lot of depressions because you've got the clouds immediately above it. So somebody causing or stirring up problems around you and causing arguments. And, you might be thinking of moving home because of these problems that are around you. So you've got the stork over here, and the stork is about relocating or changing your residence. So in the past you were dealing with a very difficult person, a very arrogant, overbearing person. This could be some, it could be parents, because these are, people of authority, or, somebody that has got a lot of power within that relationship. And, you decided to cut that particular person out of your life. You've got the sickle here, which is making a clean cut from things that are not serving you. So this could be a partner that has been very overbearing, very difficult to live with, and you decided to make a complete, sever ties with that person. And that was because there was a lot of arguments probably within that relationship. It led to a lot of fighting and arguments, and it could have been stirred up by a female person within, causing all problems as well. Now you've got the Rider card over here, which is talking about good news coming in for you. So that is soon going to change things. Something is going to be going your way and some good news coming in with the Rider. And you are reaching a crossroads in your life, so you need to make some kind of decision about what to do next. You might be thinking of actually moving, and so a decision about where you are going to go next in your life is pending. So an important decision to be made. So those are the energies for that week. So this is the Jane Austen Tarot. Let's do the general read with it. So the main energies of the card of the deck is the Tower. And so something really dramatic has happened. There's been a lot of drama, a lot of chaos coming in, some kind of event that was very shocking. And, it stunned a lot of people as well, because you can see this person is collapsed at the bottom over here. So whatever foundations that you built on has not worked out for you, and things seem to be in that kind of phase where everything seems to be collapsed. There seems to be a lot of drama around, a lot of people coming in and giving in whatever their opinions are. But there's, nobody's helping you out in that situation, because you can see they're all standing back and watching what had happened, and they're not intervening. So a lot of people are watching what the drama is, and giving their opinions about things, but not actually helping you out. And you're going through a very, very difficult, traumatic situation at this particular moment with the Tower card. So something big, something dramatic having happened recently. Now you need to have the strength to deal with the situation, and you need to tell people where to get off at. It seems like whoever you're dealing with, or whoever this person is, you have made up your mind within this relationship that you're not going to listen to whatever they've got to say anymore. You've got this woman putting a hand on this man's mouth over here, and he's got his thoughts that he's got the hat representing his thoughts. And he wants to say what he wants to say, but you've decided that you are not going to listen to what he's got to say, or that person's got to say. You've got the hat on over here that is showing that you are doing, your thinking is very clear, so you know exactly what you want now, and you've decided that you're not going to listen to what anybody's got to say. There's a lot of ships in the background over here, so you've got these thoughts about moving on, and that seems to be in the background of your mind as well. Now you've got the Knight of Quills over here, so The Knight of Quills representing something legal coming in. So maybe you've decided not to listen in this relationship and you've decided to take it to a legal kind of situation. So this could be, getting some kind of legal advice or some kind of legal news coming in for you. This is generally consulting a lawyer or somebody that is, legally inclined. And getting some advice. So you're not listening to whoever it is, your partner that you're dealing with, and you might be deciding to actually, or you may have already gone and sought some kind of legal advice to sort that situation out. So in the past, you've got the Lady of Teacups, and this is what you've been feeling in this last year. So this is the Queen of Cups, and, you've been very miserable, been spending a lot of time by yourself, feeling very, very lonely, and, you've been contemplating the future and, almost asking yourself, is this what it's all about? Is there something more to life than that? So that's, feeling a bit depressed, feeling that you want to make plans for the future. She's sitting here alone, and, you've been feeling very isolated and feeling very unsupported as well. So in the past few months, you've got the 10 of Candlesticks. You are, you feel like whatever's been going on is rather burdensome and that you're being ignored completely. You're having to get on with things by yourself. Everybody else seems to be having fun and you are working while everybody else is having fun. So you might be carrying a lot of responsibilities, spending a lot of time by yourself and having to, take a lot of that burden on your shoulder. And this is a card that, you're deciding to drop all those burdens, drop those responsibilities and move on. Because even here, this woman is very, very isolated from the crowd. So, you are feeling very unsupported, almost very unloved. And, you're working very hard. You've got your head down and you're doing your work, getting on with things. And, nobody's paying you any attention. So what's in your mind is the Five of Quills, and this is very harsh words being spoken, a lot of arguments going on, people almost victimizing you in a sense. So you do feel as though everybody else is against you, because the Five of Quills is the Five of Swords, and that usually talks about nastiness and people saying things and making you feel rather miserable about what they're saying. And, you feel like everything that they're saying is very, very hurtful as well. You're almost being singled out, in that family situation that you are. There's a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements going on as well. So going into the future, you have decided to take a leap of faith and move on. So you have... it looks like you're going to be moving on, maybe relocating, maybe, moving out of that house or the home that you are in and going for something new. You've got a new plan in mind. You want a new stability, and it looks like you're leaving the past behind because it looks like she's turned her back to the past and walking away from it. She's got a hat on as well, so your mind is pretty clear. You're thinking pretty clearly. And it doesn't matter whether there's any kind of problems, because you can see even her dress is getting dirty over here. It seems like no matter what the problems are that come, you're ready to move on and make a fresh start. So what's happening with you? What's going on around you is there is a lot of battles, arguments, people gossiping behind your back, and it's upsetting you quite a bit. You can see this woman is very, very angry about what has been said about her. And, people are talking about this, and you're not coping with it well. You're not dealing with it well. You're not happy about what is going on because it's upsetting you quite a bit. So you're quite, with the Five of Candlesticks, it's about people saying things that cause a lot of upset, making you feel very, very miserable, actually, about what they're saying. So it looks like you're dealing with the person around you that you're dealing with is the Lord of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. This could be another earth sign, or this could be an earth sign actually that you're dealing with. So it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo person that you're dealing with, and they seem to be getting on with things. They're very learned. Maybe they're very educated. They spend a lot of time with themselves, by themselves, and they don't seem to be quite concerned. There are no cups here, so that means that, they're not giving you that love and satisfaction that you need, and they seem to be getting on with themselves and not really paying you the attention, almost as though, they let you do your own thing and you're getting on with things, and they're not really intervening, or they're not giving you that support you need. So you've got the Maiden of Teacups over here, which is the the Knight of Cups here, and so it looks like you want that an offer to come in, because there's an empty glass over here, but you want to spend more time with the nicer things in life, the niceties. You want that attention, you want to have that joy in your life, and that's in your hopes, and that's what you're heading for. You want that to come into your life. So what's coming out in the future? You've got the 5 of Coins over here, the 4 of Teacups over here, and the 2 of Quills. So it looks like, it looks like you may end up giving up this particular relationship and moving on and spending a lot of time by yourself. But it was also, with the 5 of Coins, it's also a card that is talking about loss. So maybe you are also spending time looking at the past and at the things that you lost and you didn't achieve, and maybe you feel that this relationship is not worth the investment that you've been putting into it. You can see this woman looks pretty, cold and miserable from it. Maybe you feel that this relationship has caused you a lot of loss, or maybe you're going through this breakup and you feel that you've had a lot of financial loss as well. You're still sitting by yourself and you're feeling pretty lonely, pretty down. You could be having some kind of illnesses as well going on. Well, that might be stress related as a direct result of all the stress that you've been going through. And then you've got the 4 of Teacups coming up. So this is, almost recovering from it, spending a lot of time by yourself, and now focusing more on your work and your own emotional fulfillment. So this woman looks, pretty miserable, but it looks like you will come out of that, and, you'll come to terms with the situation about being by yourself. And you'll just get on with things. It seems like this woman is much more contented than this lady here. It seems like, she's focused on her work. She's doing whatever she wants to do to make her feel happy or feel comfortable in her own company. And she's not, it seems like this loss, you will get over this loss that you are feeling at the moment. And coming up, you've got the 2 of Quills over here. There are going to be people that come in and support you. If it is a legal decision, looks like a card that you have to make some kind of decision. You may not be seeing all the facts for making this decision, so you need to consult with people around you and ask them what they think before you make that particular decision. It might be, like I said, it might be something legal that you have to decide about what to do next, and you will need to have some advice from people around you as where to go. There are friends, there are people that will support you. This woman's got a veil on, so that is like you're not seeing everything. Everything has not been revealed to you. There are some secrets that are being hidden, but you need to do some research. Ask people around what they think about things. Find out the hidden information in order for you to make that decision. And, consider it very carefully before you make it, because it is going to be something that affects you in the future. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot. So you've got the 7 of Michael over here. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer, and review all the details. Now, with the 7 of Michael, it's like having the 7 of Swords. And, this is a card that speaks about deception and that, lies and deception. And in this particular oracle deck, you've got a pathway to follow. So there's some kind of decision that you have to make over here. And even with this 2 of Quills over here, there's a decision that you have to make over here. Maybe the pathway or whatever you're choosing is not going to be the best one for you, and you need to ask for some advice. Because this card says that there is a better course of action. There's 2 pathways to follow, and you have to decide what you want to do. But doing it alone is not going to, that decision cannot be made by yourself. You need to actually speak to people and consult them and ask them what they think about things. Or, get, as they say, get a lay of the land, an idea of the lay of the land. So ask about what people have been seeing, because you'll be amazed at what people's insights are that can change your course of action. And you've got the card of new beginnings coming up. So starting a new life, finding your purpose, forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So it looks like you have reached the crossroads in your life. This is the Judgment card. And it is saying that you have to change things in order for you to make a new beginning. And then you will start a new life and go down the course that is best suited for your, your best pathway in life. and then solutions coming in for you. So new beginnings coming in and solutions coming in. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, patience, forgiving, and healing energy. So the answer will come to you. This is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card also speaks about consulting other people for some advice to get solutions. So you need to speak to somebody about whatever's going on, or speak to friends around you, and you need to, in order for you to make that new start, make that new beginning, and get that happiness that you need. So you are being angelically guided. There's an Archangel Zachiel and Archangel Jeremiel here as major arcana guides for you, and that is coming in. And you have to review this. Michael is also coming in. Michael is the card, Archangel Michael rules legalities. So maybe that legal route that you're going down is not the one you should be using. You should be asking people about which is the best solution to your problem if you have a legal decision to make. So it looks like even with this Two of Swords, there's some legalities, some decision you have to make, some kind of course of legal action that you want to take, and you need to actually ask people around you for some ideas about what to do. But right now you are facing loss, and you are feeling very miserable, and you are feeling very alone and unsupported. But you will come to terms with it. You will get comfortable in your own skin and comfortable with yourself soon. So, and there are new beginnings that are coming in for you as well. So something brand new coming in, and it looks like you have decided to take some kind of legal course to sort out this problem. This person might be bothering you, and maybe this is a restraining order, something to prevent this person from saying these nasty things to you, because they obviously have been saying rather nasty things with the Five of Quills, very, very hurtful things. So a lot of drama happening over here. You are going through a very difficult situation. It looks like there's some kind of breakup that is going on, but there's also a lot of drama going on around it. There are, big events happening, big changes happening. And, it looks like you may have decided to pursue a legal course of action to sort out this problem. So I hope this message has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.